Whether you're taking medicine prescribed by your doctor or buying something over the counter in the chemists, it's extremely important to make sure that you understand the instructions. There are a few key words to look out for when taking medicine of any kind. Treatment or indications means why you should take the medicine. For example, if you have a headache, a toothache, a sore throat, or a cold. The dosage tells you how often you take the medicine and how much to take. The dosage for adults on this packet is 2 tablets every 4 hours as required, but not more than 8 tablets in 24 hours. As required doesn't mean you take it whenever you want, but that you continue the dosage until the complaint clears up. However, it's important to talk to your doctor if you're not feeling better after a few days. Don't take any medicine for a long period of time without medical advice. There'll often be a warning on medicine which says, do not exceed stated dose. This means that it's dangerous to take any more than the number of tablets listed under the dosage.
Oh, hiya, girls. Listen, would you mind getting me keys? This hand is still a bit sore.
We're just going for a cup of tea, Miss McGee. Do you want to join us?
Well, I'd love to, Bernie, but tomorrow's Declan's birthday. Now, I want to get home before him. Casey's, the bakery, is delivering a cake. Mine, I'm afraid, finished up in the bin.
There's no keys in here.
Has to be. I put them in it.
Here, let me try. So Betty's right. There are definitely no keys here.
Oh, my God, don't tell me I've lost them. What?
I'm afraid not. Look, they're right here.
Oh, my God. Oh, no, and I've got to be home by 5 o'clock. What am I going to do?
Right, stay calm. Bernie, have you any chocolate in your bag?
Here.
This will get the shock under control.
Right.
Now, I want you to go down to the dry cleaners, get a wire coat hanger, and I'll stay here with the chocolate in case Mrs. McGee gets another attack of the shock.
No such thing as an attack of shock. And you don't know how to burgle a car.
Bernie, I know what I'm doing. Trust me. Now, relax. Stay calm.
Spelling is one of those things that most people have trouble with, so every week we'll have a spelling tip. This week we're looking at what to do when adding ing to a word. For example, in the sentence, hold under cold water, the word hold becomes holding by adding ing to the end of it. However, for words that end with an E, the rule is that you drop the E when you add ing. Take the word rinse, for example. To turn rinse into rinsing, you drop the E and add the ing. Here's another example. Remove. Drop the E, add ing, and you have removing. But if the word ends with 2 E's, the rule is that you don't drop the E, just add on the ing. So to turn see into seeing, you just add the ing to the end of the word. It's the same for a word like agree. Simply add the ing and you have the word agreeing.
I started off in one of my little fantasies, trying to pick a hobby when I could read and write. So I started collecting money boxes, saving boxes, and I've over about 2,000 saving boxes because I love rooting through shops, you know, second-hand shops, antique shops, all that type of thing. And people just give me bags of stuff, you know, here, I'm finished with that, you know. Caulfield will take it, you know, dump it onto him, you know. My mother used to just say, look, I'm just going to get a skip and throw everything into it, that's simple. But I decided then, I mean, you know, get an old stall because, you know, it was just getting too much. So I got a stall in the Black Rock Market. Stall holders, I look upon ourselves as the antique makers of the future, you know, and you get into great conversations with people because they say, oh no, I've a load of that old rubbish. Oh, that's not old rubbish. I mean, that, you know, it's over 20 years old. I mean, when you think of that little statue, that has survived the World War. And if that statue could talk to you, all the stories it could tell you, you know.
Tom's newfound literacy skills have allowed him to get even more enjoyment out of running his stall.
Like, I mean, if I see something that is signed or if I see something that is silver, I can recognise a silver mark and I can recognise a maker's name on different bits and pieces, you know. It has showed me an awful lot. Like, I can look up like reference books, and I like to have an antique book there, and it makes me look intelligent if nothing else, you know, sitting on the stall anyway. It gives you that little sense of self-worth. I mean, that, and the stall is my little world, and I mean, it wouldn't bother me. I'd be happy enough sitting there every day in the week, just on that stall. I'd love someday to have a book published, because when I first started going back to education, I wrote down all sorts of bits and pieces of when I used to drink and that type of thing, and how it affected me and how it didn't affect me, and I have them all upstairs in a drawer, and someday I'll put them all together, and if I can encourage even one person to put down that pint glass and stop looking at the end of it and come in and get educated, because there's a wealth of knowledge in everybody. Now, it took me a long time, but I got there and I achieved it. And I mean, that is my pride. I mean, nobody can ever take that away from me.
Here, I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course.
Now, are you sure you know how to open this?
No problem.
Excuse me, girls.
See, all I have to do is bend this bit into shape.
Oh, thanks to the God. Oh, my God.
Are you sure
girls.
you'll be able to drive now,
Yeah,
Mrs. McGee?
yeah, I'll be fine, girls. Thanks a million. Oh, thanks. Thanks a million, girls.
Aw, so upset, Beth. You don't really want your reputation as a car burglar, do you?
No, suppose not.
Mum, you going to buy more chocolate?
Yeah, in case we come across another shocking situation.
Being able to read and write gives you an awful lot of confidence within yourself. It just helps you make your own decisions, and no matter what decision you make now contributes to the world around you and to your own circumstances, and you can make a decision based on your information and not only on the opinions of other people, but you can have an opinion of your own on any subject regardless of what it is, and that gives you a great sense of self-worth and self-confidence and self-esteem.
Now, for a quick recap of the main learning points we covered this week. First, we looked at the list of do's and don'ts. Do at the top of the list means you do all the things on the list. Do not do at the top means you don't do the things on that list. Putting information in do and don't lists makes it easier to remember the information. When using sun protection cream, remember that the higher the SPF or sun protection factor number, the more protection you'll get from the sun. Factor 3 gives low protection, factor 12 medium protection, and factor 20 will give high protection. Key words to look out for when taking medication include treatment or indications, which explains what you should be taking the medicine for. The dosage explains how much you should take and how often you take it. Do not exceed